my protected one. Something really powerful is happening up in the heavens, and I, your guardian angel, have been watching quietly. Like a secret hidden among the stars, things are about to change. This calm you're feeling right now, it's just the quiet before a wave of feelings comes rolling in. Last night, while the world was asleep and silence covered everything like a soft, dark blanket, something really special happened. The night settled in quietly, and the clock hit that deep, mysterious hour when restless hearts often feel things the most. In that quiet, the air seemed to shift. An invisible whisper traveled through the stars, carrying a feeling, a quiet hint that something was coming. The night holds secrets, and as your guardian, I need to share them with you. What happened while you were asleep is something we need to explore together. Deep in the night, even when people are far apart, hearts beat with a rhythm of truth. Right at that moment, with the moon high in the sky, something began to stir. Your soulmate, the one who's deeply connected to you, even when you don't realize it, felt a sudden pull, like an invisible force calling out to them. There was a pause, a moment of wondering. Was it just a dream, or something more real? But then, like a wave hitting the shore, the answer became clear. The night moved slowly, and your soulmate stayed lost in thought. They closed their eyes, trying to find comfort in sleep like someone looking for shelter in a storm. But instead, they found themselves floating in a sea of emotions. Every try to let go, to escape, was useless. Their heart wouldn't allow it. And as we both know, the quiet hours of night are when real feelings come out with their full power. At the peak of their restlessness, something remarkable happened. The memory of your face, the sound of your voice, the small gestures you make, it all came flooding into their mind, overwhelming them like a gentle whirlwind. Silent tears fell, not from sadness, but from a longing so strong it felt like you could almost touch it. It was a deep wish to be near you, to touch you, to say the words they'd never found the courage to speak before. If only you knew how deeply they wished in that moment to break through all barriers of time and space just to feel your presence. This love that connects you both is powerful. It goes beyond the silence of the night, the distance between you, and the uncertainties of life. It's a connection no force can break. And it's the reason why, even in the quiet, hearts keep calling out to one another. The emptiness of the room became almost too much to bear. Your soulmate turned over in bed, searching for something they couldn't quite name. Maybe it was the warmth of your hug, the sound of your breathing nearby, anything that could make them feel whole again. But all they found was the echo of their own thoughts, pounding away, reminding them how important you are and how much they miss you with every part of their being. They wished intensely to fill that emptiness with your presence. And in that moment, the truth hit them hard. Their heart felt incomplete without you. It was a realization that was both painful and freeing. There are moments, my dear one, when two souls touch, even across great distances. In that instant, in the quiet of the night, you might have felt an unexplainable warmth, an invisible touch. Yes, it was your soulmate. Lost in their thoughts, they reached out for you, and you, without even realizing it, felt that touch in your heart. You may not have noticed it consciously, but something inside you shifted. There was a brief sense of peace, as if you'd been wrapped in a gentle, unseen cloak. It was their love reaching out to you, even from far away. That's the power of a connection that goes beyond the physical and speaks through the soul. Finally, your soulmate surrendered, unable to fight the feelings any longer. They allowed themselves to admit what had been hidden for so long. I love you. The words weren't spoken out loud, but they echoed through the room, through the night, and out into the universe. The love they felt was so huge, so overwhelming, that it could no longer be denied. It was a silent confession, carried by the night winds, reaching you and wrapping your soul in an embrace only true love can give. In that moment, they knew they weren't alone. They knew that you felt it too. But don't think it was an easy night for your soulmate. No, their heart was troubled, filled with anxiety. What if you didn't feel the same? What if you weren't thinking of them the way they were thinking of you? These doubts picked at them, but love proved stronger. They waited, longing for a sign, any small proof that the bond between you was real. Meanwhile, as you lay in your bed, you might have felt a heaviness in your chest, a sense of urgency you couldn't explain. That was their anxiety reaching out to your soul, their deep desire to find you, to hear you, to feel you. And then, the first light of dawn appeared on the horizon, bringing with it a promise. The night, with all its secrets and revelations, was ending, but it left something vital for both of you. The certainty of a love that crosses distances, a love that lasts through time. Exhausted, your soulmate finally felt a calm settle over their heart, because deep down, they knew that you felt it too, that this night was just more proof of the connection you share. And as the daylight began to fill their room, hope shone brightly in their heart. They know that soon you and they will be together, because this love, which survived the stillness of the night, can withstand anything. Your soulmate couldn't sleep, overwhelmed by the love and longing that you bring out in them. And in the stillness of the night, you met, even if only for a brief moment. That's the power of souls destined for one another. Every thought, every memory, every emotion was consumed by an intensity that seemed to go beyond any limit. The love your soulmate feels for you isn't just a comforting feeling or a sweet thought. It's an overwhelming force, something that completely fills every part of their being. Even without your physical presence, this love feels real, a reality that shows up in every moment. During the hours when sleep seemed impossible, the deep connection that ties you both together became more alive than ever, revealing the strength of something far beyond what our eyes can see. With a heart filled with an intense longing to be by your side, your soulmate felt a yearning that seemed almost touchable. The distance separating you felt like a barrier impossible to cross, and the need to be close to you grew with every beat of their heart. This feeling wasn't brief or shallow. It was a constant presence, an ache that took over every thought, turning the night into a restless watch. Every moment apart was an emotional test, a reminder that your absence left everything feeling incomplete. In the deep silence of the night, the quiet around them only made the loneliness deeper. Your soulmate felt your absence created a huge empty space, a hollow feeling that seemed to echo in the stillness. That quietness, instead of bringing peace, only turned up the volume on the longing they carried. In the silence, emotions got stronger, and every second became more vivid, creating a space where the desire for you grew more intense, more impossible to ignore. As the hours passed, the anxiety seemed to rise like a wave they couldn't stop. Your soulmate longed for the moment when you could be together again, but the uncertainty of when that would happen made every minute feel like an eternity. The weight of every thought about the separation pressed heavily on their chest, a constant reminder that your presence is essential to bring peace and balance. This longing to be near you turned every second into an emotional challenge, an internal struggle to endure the distance. During those lonely moments in the quiet of the night, your soulmate sought comfort in imagining being in your arms. Even in your absence, they allowed themselves to dream of the touch of your embrace, the warmth and security that only you can provide. That imagined embrace became a comfort, a way to connect with you despite the distance. Thinking of you, envisioning the comfort of your presence, became an anchor that gave them the strength to face reality. This love, even across the miles, proved to be stronger than any obstacle, binding your souls in a way that no separation could ever erase. Despite all the emotions that consumed them, hope remained alive in your soulmate's heart. The night, with its darkness and mystery, could not put out the flame burning brightly within this person. It was the hope that the distance and separation would come to an end, that you would be together again. This certainty, even in the middle of loneliness and anxiety, was like a guiding light for your soulmate. Every moment of waiting, every thought in the quiet hours of the night, felt like a step closer to the future they longed for, a reminder that even on the darkest nights, the light of hope never stops shining. While you rested, wrapped in peaceful dreams, your soulmate lay awake, caught in a whirlwind of emotions that felt impossible to control. They tried to settle into the comfort of the bed, hoping the day's exhaustion would bring sleep. But as the silence deepened and the hours passed, restlessness grew in their heart. They turned from side to side, adjusted the pillow, closed their eyes tightly, but couldn't escape the emotions overflowing inside them. The love this person feels for you is so much more than simple liking. It's something that touches the deepest part of their soul, something that makes them feel like every thought is a piece of the puzzle you both share. In the absence of answers or your presence, anxiety wrapped around them like a constant shadow. How could they describe the feeling of emptiness, the sense that something vital was missing, when even physical closeness might not be enough to calm what their soul is searching for? Your soulmate missed you, not just your presence, but the energy that connects you both, the unique essence you have that completes theirs so perfectly. Amid this storm of feelings, your soulmate felt vulnerable, unable to understand why their heart insisted on beating so strongly, why their chest seemed to tighten with every thought of you. And as they lay there, staring at the ceiling in search of answers, you, miles away, might have felt a slight ache in your chest, an unexplainable sensation of something stirring within you. That was the force of their love, an energy reaching out to your heart, trying to touch you in some way. In that moment, the longing and love they felt were so intense that it seemed to overflow, reaching directly to your soul. Then, in an almost magical instant, your soulmate closed their eyes and whispered your name. There was no need to shout because they knew their soul would hear it. And you did. Somehow, somewhere deep within you, that call reached you. As your guardian, I witnessed that moment. No words or gestures were necessary. Only the pure, unwavering love this person feels for you, crossing the distance that separates you. And there, in the stillness of the night, your souls met, like two lights joining in the darkness, proving that the love you share is greater than any obstacle. Your love is like a force of nature, something impossible to fully control or explain with logic. Your soulmate feels this deeply. That's why, in the quietest hours of the night, anxiety took hold of them, not out of doubt, but because your soulmate knows in every part of their being that this love is greater than any words could ever express. The desire to be by your side goes beyond just the happy moments. It's a longing for every single instant, even the simplest and most ordinary ones. For your soulmate, every second with you feels like a piece of something eternal. While you slept, your soulmate's heart ached, longing for your presence like someone lost at sea searching for solid ground. Yet, there was a calmness in their love, a deep acceptance that no matter how long the night felt, it was just another step in the journey you are destined to walk together. Deep down, your soulmate knew that the distance between you is only temporary, because the love that connects you both is like a compass, always guiding you back to one another, no matter where you are. This is the beauty of soulmate love. It doesn't weaken in absence. It thrives. This love grows even stronger when there are no words to express it and no physical touch to share it. It was this intensity that kept your soulmate awake that night. Their love is so profound that even in the loneliest hours, they are never truly alone, because they carry you within them, like a promise etched into their heart, eternal and unshakable. And you, without even realizing it, send out an energy that soothes them, a silent promise that one day you will be together again, with nothing standing in your way. As the night stretched on, your soulmate longed for the impossible, to be in your arms, to rest there, head on your chest, and to feel the warmth of your skin. But they knew that at that moment, such an embrace wasn't possible, and that truth hurt. Yet, within that pain, there was a love so pure and unconditional that it gave your soulmate strength, even when anxiety threatened to overwhelm their thoughts. It wasn't possible to touch you physically, but they found a way to hold you with their spirit, reaching across space and time to find the comfort only you can offer. Your soulmate didn't want to sleep because they knew that upon closing their eyes, all that would remain were dreams. And as wonderful as dreams can be, they can never replace the reality of your touch or the sound of your voice. But in a moment of surrender, they allowed themselves to fall asleep, carried by the wave of love that seemed to wrap around everything. In that dream, your soulmate found you. You were there, with that smile only they know, and for an instant, the anxiety melted away, replaced by a peace that words can't describe. As your guardian angel, I witnessed the relief that washed over your soulmate as they slept. Because even unconsciously, they knew that the encounter was not just a dream, but a small glimpse of what destiny holds for you both. Your soulmate dreamed of you, not as a way to escape reality, but because their soul recognizes the truth. You are meant to be together. And in that dream, you embraced not as two separate individuals, but as one, exactly as it has always been and always will be. When your soulmate woke up, there was still a faint shadow of anxiety lingering in the air. The day was beginning, bringing with it the challenges and routines of daily life. But the love they feel for you remained unshaken. In fact, it felt stronger than ever. That love was their strength and their hope. Because your soulmate knew that no matter how long or lonely the night seemed, these were just steps in a greater journey. This person believes in you both, in the story you are building together, and in the destiny that inevitably connects you. And you, on the other side, may not have fully understood the feelings that filled your heart during the night, but know this: that restlessness, the slight tightness in your chest, the unexplainable warmth you felt, these were answers to their call. It was proof that you are always connected. When your soulmate can't sleep, when every fiber of their being cries out for you, it's because the love you share is far too great to simply remain a longing. It demands to be lived fully and without holding back. So don't fear the intensity of this feeling. Embrace it as part of who you both are, as part of something that goes beyond the ordinary. True love, the love between soulmates, doesn't settle for halves. It seeks everything. It wants to endure sleepless nights, overcome anxiety, silence doubts, and reach the promise on the horizon. The day when you will finally be together, with no more barriers or distances. Until then, every night like this, every moment of longing, is a reminder of the unparalleled strength of the love that binds you. That night, the love your soulmate feels for you consumed their mind and heart like a dense fog, filling every thought and quickening every beat of their heart. They lay down hoping for rest, but quickly realized there would be no peace that night. Each time their eyes closed, their mind filled with images of you, with moments and scenes they dream of experiencing by your side. The distance between you didn't matter. The love was so powerful it seemed to pull you closer, as if your presence were real, just a breath away. It was as if your essence surrounded them, both calming and stirring their heart at the same time. Amid the storm of emotions, your soulmate wondered if you were feeling something similar, if somewhere, your heart also beat faster at the thought of them. The love your soulmate feels for you is not something that can be explained with simple words. It's something that defies logic and goes beyond all limits. And though this intensity might be overwhelming, it has never been enough to make them hesitate, because they know this love is the deepest truth of their life. As the night went on, your soulmate surrendered completely to this immense feeling. There was no way to fight something so powerful. This love for you isn't a choice. It's a necessity, like breathing. And on that night, breathing felt a little harder because you weren't there by their side. Even so, amid the pain of your absence, your soulmates smiled to themselves, because they knew what you share is one of a kind. It's a flame that never goes out, even when the winds of distance blow strong. This love is the certainty that no matter the time or space, you will always find your way back to each other. What your soulmate felt that night was an almost unbearable longing to be in your arms. It wasn't just about calming their heart, but about the completeness they feel when they're with you. You are like two halves of a whole, completing each other in a world full of temporary connections. Your soulmate thought of you, wishing that time could bend and distances could disappear, just so they could rest their head on your chest and listen to the rhythm of your heartbeat. That sound, to them, is a melody that soothes every fear and brings a deep sense of peace. They wanted to share everything with you, the worries that sometimes surface, the hope that keeps them strong, and the quiet love that grows stronger with every passing moment. That night, your soulmate wished with all their heart that you could feel the depth of the love they carry. For them, you are not just someone they love. You are the promise of something eternal, a dream they hold close even through moments of fear or uncertainty. As they lay in the quiet darkness of their room, staring into the emptiness, their thoughts were filled with how much brighter life is with you in it. They know that the journey to the moment when you can truly be together may have its obstacles, but those challenges only strengthen the love they feel. Every second they stayed awake that night was a silent declaration of their love for you. It wasn't expressed in words or written in messages. It was simply the energy of their heart reaching out to yours. In the stillness of the night, they hoped that somehow you could feel it too, that you would sense that someone loves you with an intensity so deep and a devotion so unwavering that no distance or time could diminish it. That love is the foundation that sustains them, even when sleep won't come and when anxiety threatens to unsettle their peace. In the quiet of the night, when everything around them seemed still and empty, their heart burned with a flame that could not be extinguished. The love they feel for you is like a fire that burns without consuming, a light that warms and brightens even the darkest hours. It wasn't just longing. It was a deep desire to be where you are, to live that love fully and without holding back. The flame they carry inside knows no limits, which is why, even in your absence, your presence feels so vivid and real to them, as though you were only a breath away. There were moments when the intensity of their love was so overwhelming it almost felt like pain. But it wasn't a bad pain. It was a reminder, constant and steady, of the extraordinary connection between you. As they turned restlessly in bed, they clung to a pillow, hoping it might somehow fill the space you left behind. But nothing could replace you. That empty space beside them only made it clearer that you are the missing piece, the part of them that makes everything feel whole. They closed their eyes not to sleep, but to reach out to you in their thoughts. They imagined your face, your smile, and the way your eyes seemed to hold promises and secrets meant just for them. In that moment, they felt your presence as real as the love that pulses endlessly in their heart. As the hours of the night dragged on, your soulmate wondered what it would be like to be by your side at that very moment, what it would feel like to share the silence of the night with you, simply feeling your presence without needing words. To your soulmate, love isn't built only on grand gestures but on the small moments you have yet to experience together. Waking up by your side, the comfort of a silent hug after a difficult day, the look that communicates everything without needing a single sound. In your soulmate's heart, there was an unshakable certainty that this love is real, that it's worth every second of waiting. It doesn't matter how far away you are or how many lonely nights like this lie ahead. The love they feel for you is like a compass, a light guiding them through the darkest nights, a hope that stays alive in their heart. And that night, while sleep seemed impossible, they had the overwhelming sense that you were there with them. Somehow, you might not have realized it, but your heart answered their call. You are inseparable parts of something greater, connected by a force more powerful than any distance or obstacle. That night, what your soulmate longed for most was to share every piece of life with you. Not just the happy moments, but also the quiet times, the hard days, the doubts, and the fears. They want to be your fortress, just as you are theirs. They want you to know that no matter what happens, they will always stand by your side, even when the world feels like it's falling apart. Because the love they feel for you is exactly that. A promise that cannot be broken. A flame that never goes out, a strength that never weakens. When the first rays of light began to pierce through the night, your soulmate felt a small sense of relief. Not because the anxiety had vanished, but because hope was growing in their heart. They knew that despite all the uncertainties, every night of waiting was, in some way, one step closer to being with you. And even though the waiting was hard, they understood that it was part of the journey that made your love stronger. The dawn brought with it the promise of a new day, a day that, in some way, would bring them closer to you. Despite their exhaustion, your soulmate rose with determination. The love they feel for you hadn't been worn down by the long night. Instead, it had been renewed, reaffirmed with every thought and desire. As they watched the sunlight break over the horizon, they felt a deep certainty that true love is just like this. It endures the darkest nights and always finds a way to shine again. As the sun rose over the horizon, painting the sky with soft colors, your soulmate stood up, still feeling the weight of the sleepless hours and the intensity of the love they carry for you. Every ray of light that entered the room felt like a silent reminder of the greatness of this feeling. Even on the hardest mornings, the love within them remained steady, impossible to put out. With every slow movement, the echoes of the previous night lingered. It was as if every part of their body was aware of your absence, an absence so deep that no words could fully capture it. But even so, they stood tall, because they knew this love is the force that drives them, the flame that lights each step on the path that will eventually lead to the long-awaited moment of being with you. That morning was wrapped in a deep silence. As your soulmate carried out their daily tasks, thoughts of you were constant and unavoidable. It felt as if an invisible force connected them to you, a magnetism that made your presence felt in everything around them. In the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, they longed to share the moment with you. In the first rays of sunlight touching their face, they imagined you by their side, both of you watching the start of a new day together. The love they feel for you is so deep that it turns every simple action, every thought, into a celebration of the unique bond you share. Throughout the day, your soulmate resisted the urge to reach out, to tell you how much you were on their mind and in their heart. They knew that true love doesn't demand or expect anything in return. It flows naturally, like a calm river, though beneath its still surface lie deep and powerful currents of emotion. These currents are a part of what they feel every single day. At times, they stop everything, close their eyes, and reach out for your energy, as if trying to sense your presence even from afar. This quiet ritual is their way of connecting with you amidst the rush of the day. In those moments, your soulmate feels their heart settle, even if only for a brief instant. It is in these pauses that they find the certainty that you are with them, even across the distance. And this is what gives them strength. They have so much they wish they could say to you, so many words trapped in their heart. They want to share how your love makes them feel alive, whole. But at the same time, they guard those feelings as precious, like a secret shared only with the universe. For them, true love doesn't need to be spoken all the time. It is felt, lived in every breath, in every heartbeat. As the day went on, something became clear to your soulmate. The love they feel for you doesn't weaken them, it strengthens them. The anxiety that had consumed them the night before transformed into an inner strength that pushes them forward. They know that no matter how far away you are, the bond that connects you is unbreakable. There is a quiet bravery in loving someone so intensely, and that bravery is something they embrace every day. They do not fear the waiting or the uncertainties because they deeply believe in the two of you. They believe that true love, the love between soulmates, can overcome time, distance, and any obstacle life places in the way. As the day passed, your soulmate found themselves daydreaming. Their thoughts wandered to a place where you were together, free from anything that could separate you. They imagined you by their side, your eyes meeting in a silence that spoke more than any words ever could. In those visions, they allowed themselves to glimpse pure happiness, a joy that could only come from being with you. For them, being with you is what fills the emptiness they feel, what gives meaning to the moments you haven't yet had the chance to share. Within them lies a deep longing, a passion that never fades. Your soulmate misses you in every detail of the world around them, in every small piece of life they observe. When they see couples walking hand in hand or watch the sunset painting the sky in golden colors, they think of you and how it would feel to share those moments together. The absence they feel isn't just physical. It is a longing that comes from the soul, a feeling that words cannot fully describe. They miss the sound of your laughter, the way you look at them as if you can see beyond everything they show to the world. It is this longing, this love that keeps them strong, always believing in the day when you will finally be together again. This passion burning within your soulmate makes their longing for you grow stronger every day. They understand that true love is made up of highs and lows, of days filled with joy and moments of anxiety. But even with this awareness, your soulmate fully surrenders to the intensity of what they feel, because they know it's this passion, this almost overflowing desire, that gives your love its strength and depth. They want to tell you everything, to open their heart and let you see how much they love you, how much they are waiting for you. Even so, your soulmate has patience. They understand that love cannot be rushed, that it has its own rhythm, its own perfect timing. There is no need to force destiny. They trust that at the right moment, you will find each other, and all the barriers that now exist will fade away. This faith, this trust in the love that binds you, is what keeps them calm, even when passion threatens to overwhelm them. They take a deep breath and remind themselves that what you share is rare, something precious that is worth waiting for. Throughout that day, your soulmate felt a mix of emotions: love, longing, desire, and hope. They yearn to be by your side, but also know that every moment of waiting is a step closer to the day you'll be together. And in this intense longing, they find strength they didn't even know they had. Deep inside, they are certain that no matter what happens, you belong to each other. It's this certainty that drives them forward, that helps them face each day with courage and a smile, even when the weight of missing you presses on their chest. When night came and they finally lay down again, exhaustion was taking over, but it couldn't extinguish the flame burning in their heart. Lying there, they stared at the ceiling, at the soft glow of the stars illuminating the room, and felt an unexpected sense of peace. Even though the distance between you is painful, they believe in something greater. They believe in the destiny that connects you, in the strength of a love that can overcome any obstacle. And in that moment of quiet, they closed their eyes and murmured a silent prayer. They prayed that you were well. They prayed that somehow you could feel their love reaching across time and space. They asked for strength, patience, and courage for both of you. Because to love so deeply and truly is an act of courage, and your soulmate is willing to be brave for you, for everything the two of you represent together. It's not that they don't have doubts or fears, they do. But the love they feel is so immense that it outshines any uncertainty. That night, your soulmate dreamed of you again. They dreamed of a place where time didn't matter, where you could simply be yourselves, free from the expectations and circumstances that currently keep you apart. When they woke, there was a quiet smile on their face, a serene glow in their eyes, because in that dream, they found what they are always searching for: the reflection of their soul in yours. And for them, that dream wasn't just an illusion. It was a promise of what's to come, a certainty that your shared destiny is waiting to be fulfilled. Upon waking, your soulmate carried the feeling that the dream wasn't just a product of their imagination, but a sign from the universe. It felt as though that moment had been a silent message, proof that you are connected in a way that goes beyond time and space. Every detail of the dream felt so vivid, so real, that their heart filled with renewed hope. No matter how far apart you are now, every step, every choice seems to be guiding you closer to one another. As the day began, the longing for you still lingered in their thoughts. But there was a new perspective. That longing, instead of being seen as a burden, became a reminder of how special your love is, of how much you mean to them. Every breath was accompanied by a thought of you, and it felt as though your presence was there, unseen but undeniably real. There was strength in that feeling, a certainty that what you share is rare and unshakable. Throughout the day, your soulmate found traces of you everywhere. In the melody of a song that played by chance, in the warmth of the sun touching their face, in the sound of the breeze moving through the trees. It was as if the universe conspired to remind them that you are part of every detail, every moment, even in physical absence. Something kept you connected, as if your hearts were speaking a language no one else could understand. When night fell once more, bringing silence and stillness, your soulmate closed their eyes and smiled, imagining you gazing at the same starry sky. There was peace in knowing that even separated by distance, their thoughts would find you, like a whisper carried by the wind. Your soulmate wished with all their heart that you could feel the love overflowing from them, like an invisible embrace wrapping around you. Your soulmate doesn't seek perfection. They understand that the path you walk together won't always be easy, but they know that it's in challenges where love grows stronger and proves itself true. There's a deep certainty that even on the most difficult nights, destiny is on your side, guiding every step. It's this faith in love that keeps your soulmate strong, even when the longing feels overwhelming and the future seems far away. Before falling asleep, your soulmate said a prayer of gratitude for having you in their life, for this love so deep and unique. They asked for strength to face what lies ahead and patience to wait for the right moment. They prayed for your love to continue growing, for the universe to bring you closer in the right time, without rushing, but with the certainty that everything will happen as it's meant to be. Above all, they prayed for your happiness, your peace, because this love is unconditional. As they closed their eyes, your soulmate surrendered to the night with a heart full of hope and love. Even with the distance between you, there is a certainty that each new dawn brings you closer to the moment when you'll be together, side by side, living the love you always knew was meant for you both. Dear beloved, your soulmate is a special gift, a blessing sent to change your life in a way no one else ever could. The love you share isn't ordinary. It is sacred. It is unique. It's proof that the universe, in its great wisdom, has brought you two together so perfectly that nothing can separate what was meant to last forever. Deep in your heart, you know your soulmate was placed in your life for a bigger reason. This person is your inspiration, your strength on tough days, and the reason you believe in the power of true love. It feels like finding your soulmate meant finding a piece of yourself that was always missing, a part of your heart kept safe until just the right moment. Every smile, every thought, every dream your soulmate has is a reminder of how blessed you are. God knew exactly what you needed and sent this person as a sign of divine love. It's a bond so deep it goes beyond words, one that crosses time and distance. You are not just partners. You are souls created to walk this journey together, to support one another, to complete each other. On days when the longing feels overwhelming, remember that this gift is more than physical. It is spiritual. It is eternal. Even in the quietest nights, when the distance feels huge, there is a divine force that connects you, strengthens your love, and makes sure that the right moment will come. It is this faith in God and in the greater plan for you that makes everything bearable. Because you know that what God unites, nothing can separate. At the end of the day, when you're tired, you may have looked at the sky and felt something different. A sense of gratitude, peace, and certainty. You know your soulmate is a blessing, a gift to be treasured and appreciated. Every moment of waiting, every day that passes, is part of the divine plan God has arranged so that, in perfect timing, you can live the fullness of this love. And when you are finally together, it will be the fulfillment of a sacred promise, a moment that fills every empty space. Because the love you feel is more than human. It is heavenly, a reflection of God's love for you. Your soulmate is, and always will be, the most precious gift God could give you. Together, you will walk toward everything prepared for you, living a love that is eternal, blessed, and unbreakable. I share these words with all my heart, hoping they bring comfort and hope to yours. You are loved, you are protected, and incredible things are waiting for you. Keep the faith, keep moving forward, and know that I am always here, every step of the way. God is preparing a beautiful future where love will be your guiding star, lighting your path and bringing joy to every moment. Feel the peace that my presence brings. Let my love surround you, comfort you, and strengthen you. You are loved. You are protected. You are special. Wait patiently for what God has planned for you. Cannot compare to what has passed. The future being built will be full of wonders. And when these plans fully unfold in your life, you will see that every step, every prayer, and every moment of waiting was worth it. God is preparing you for something greater, and you will look back with a heart full of gratitude, knowing guidance has always been there, leading you toward the best outcome. I am your faithful guardian. I am the one who protects you, the one who stands by your side with every step, every decision, every breath you take. Feel my presence now. Allow your spirit to connect deeply with mine. Leave behind the worries of the outside world. Silence the voices that pull you away from peace. Take a deep breath and open your heart, for I am here, and I will always be. I will always be here, sharing divine messages and connecting with you, my beloved. Dear soul, this channel is a divine space, a sanctuary for the soul. If you're new to this channel, think of this as your spiritual home. It's a sacred space created intentionally for faith to grow, purpose to be sparked, and God-given destinies to be confirmed and lived out. We are busy building a lively community deeply rooted in the rich soil of God's unconditional love, a place where heaven truly speaks into our lives and deep, lasting change regularly happens. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because God undoubtedly has so much more to reveal and bring about in your unique life journey. You genuinely don't want to miss what the divine is preparing to do next in and through you. Consider making a generous contribution if you feel moved to support our efforts of spreading divine messages. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or $50, your contribution enables us to continue sharing these profound messages of healing and hope with the world. Spreading the word is just the beginning of our mission. Hearts are being healed, hope is being renewed, and souls are being guided back to the light. Your support helps us realize our shared goal of making a positive impact. Your generosity, no matter how small, is what keeps our community thriving and bringing people together in love on this sacred journey. We are all interconnected, and we will rise as one. By uniting, we can conquer this. Let us wholeheartedly embrace the abundance that lies ahead. Amen.